get started, we're very fortunate that Bellevue College has agreed to come and present this webinar to us today to give us some more information about the Running Start program. I know there's been a lot of interest expressed in the Counseling Center from students. Today, what you will learn in this webinar is the Bellevue College side, the process and procedures on the Bellevue College side for Running Start. We then encourage you to go to our website to look at the Mercer Island High School policies and procedures that you'll need to do on our side to make sure that everything is working and coordinating together. We're very lucky today. Maria Paula McPherson is going to be presenting. She is the Outreach, Administration, and Engagement person for the Running Start program. She's been working with the Running Start program at Bellevue College for about a year now, and previously she was the Business Pathway Lead Advisor at Bellevue College for almost 10 years. She has a bachelor in teaching, a master's in education, and a doctorate in higher education management. And we also are very lucky to have one of the, Linda Kepler, who's another one of the Bellevue College Running Start administrators. So with that being said, there she is. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to you and we'll go from there. I did have one question. We are hopefully recording and I wanted to have permission. Will we be able to post this on our website afterwards for students? I see you nodding. Great. Thank you very much.
Yes, you can post it.
Perfect. Thank you. So I will turn it over to all of you now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for inviting us to be with you today and talk about this amazing program that is the Running Start. I'm so glad we are here sharing our updated information with you. And Susie, thanks for the introduction. So I'm one of the team members of Running Start students, Running Start program at Bellevue College. We are a great team. And this Running Start presentation will be around 40 minutes. At the end of the presentation, we have time for you to probably ask us questions and reflect about this amazing program. So in this first page, we want to let you know that this presentation is for students that want to start the Running Start program in the summer of fall quarter 2024. New students' priority enrollment for summer and fall quarter classes begins in May 8th. It's an important deadline. So you need to make sure by that time you had completed all your Running Start admission process, steps 1 to 4. Information about Running Start for summer and fall quarters, you can find easily very clear in our BC Running Start website. Summer quarter 2024, deadline it is June 10. Bellevue College application and all the Running Start application steps are required by this time. Fall quarter 2024, Running Start deadline, it is September 6, 2024. So everything needs to be ready. All the admission steps, college application needs to be done by September 6, 2024. So what is the Running Start program? The Running Start program started in Washington State in 1990. It started by the Learning by Choice Bill that created this program. And it says that high school students can earn college credits. School districts pay for the tuition for the approved amount of college credits, 100 level or higher, 200 level courses for Running Start students. The program is not completely free. Students will be responsible for other charges that are in their account, and they need to pay by due date each quarter. So you need to make sure you'll be very proactive and check those dates. We are going to talk more about that. Running Start is available in all Washington State and community colleges and offered every quarter. Bellevue College, at the Bellevue College right now, we have approximately 3,000 students enrolled. It's a great program. So we say that Running Start is a dual credit because students are earning both high school and college credits at the same time. Classes taken through Running Start can be used for high school graduation and also associate degree to complete the associate degree requirements, as well as a degree program such as a bachelor's degree. We want to make sure that you understand that the calendar for college, it's a quarter system, and high school is a semester system. So one high school credit is equal to 5 Bellevue College credits. We want to make sure students get the course equivalence sheet from the high school district and know exactly which courses at Bellevue College will meet the specific high school graduation requirements. Students can obtain this worksheet from the high school counselors when they meet them and get the Running Start enrollment form for the quarter that they want to start, or every quarter. Running Start enrollment options, you can enroll as a full-time or part-time student. You might decide to take one class in a high school in the morning and another class at the college in the afternoon, or more classes in a college that quarter. So it depends on each student. Your students need to complete depending on the course, the prerequisites. Make sure for courses like English, math, science classes, the student needs to make sure they have the prerequisites done for them to move forward for the courses that they want. For example, English 101, students need to have a placement by assessment, or English 92 or 93 with a C better. We want to make sure you also understand that the classes, the enrollment in specific courses at Bellevue College is never guaranteed. Even a course is needed for high school graduation. We offer every quarter lots and lots of courses, but few very quickly, very fast. So students should not leave for the last minute to register for a specific course, because we have so many other students registering every day. The eligibility for the Running Start program, for you to participate in our program, you need to be a junior or senior grade level in your high school. And then you need to be enrolled in a public high school in Washington State. If homeschool or private school student, then a student will need to be enrolled in a local public high school or with their local school district as enrolled, no attending student. FERPA is an important subject, and it's a federal law that any institution of higher education has United States. It's administered by U.S. Secretary of Education, and any institution of education needs to follow. It's about protecting students' privacy in not releasing grades or other personal information to anyone but the student. Under FERPA, instructors cannot communicate with anyone but the student about the student course and grades. Our students taking college courses are considered adults, and FERPA applies to all of them. Parents cannot schedule conferences with instructors, file a grade appeal, or in name of a student behalf, or communicate details about a grade appeal or complaint. The student is responsible for all communication regarding coursework, grades, appeals, or complaints. We want to make sure if a student wants to share information for his mother, father, parents, there is a form in our website. It's the form that you can see over here. You can see in our website all the information. We need to have this form authorized by the student, and we put in our system. So make sure you check about that. Otherwise, we cannot release any information from your kid without his consent, her consent. Running Start academic policies. We have important policies that guide students, Running Start students towards their success. The academic standing policy, it's a very important policy that our students have. The 3200 policy, I really appreciate if you can take time and research our website about that. It says that our college is committed to student success. The college identifies students that are making lower grade, less than 2.0 GPA, and provides students with more resources, assistance to improve their academic performance. The academic standing policy, as I mentioned before, applies to all students with exceptions. So the cumulative GPA of each student is calculated every quarter. The 2.0, it's a C grade. So make sure the students have a good GPA every quarter. Below GPA, students can be called. We send a message, and we want to know and understand what's going on with the student. So the college can apply progressive consequences for the students that don't achieve a good academic standing at the end of the quarter. We have exceptions through the programs that establish academic standing policy. So for more questions, details, please contact the appropriate program advisor for the information. Summarizing, make sure when you start college, have a good GPA, have the commitment of keeping a good GPA, because grades stays in your transcript. Grades are forever. This is a problem for the students later on to get a scholarship, repeating a class. So make sure you use the resources that we provide in our college to keep a good GPA. As I mentioned before, grades are permanent. Grades earned will be in your transcript. In order to support our students to be successful college students and protect from negative impact in your transcript, it's important to understand that low grades and withdraw, when you give up about a course, withdraw, stays in your transcript. Low grades can indicate that student is not ready for the college yet. And new independence and responsibilities or rigor of the college level courses.
I'm in a webinar, so I can't. Are you trying to order your cap and gown?
So make sure you use our resources and don't have low grades during this time. As we mentioned before, impact the student success. And later on, you can apply for a job on campus, a scholarship, financial aid, and it's not good for the students to have a low grade at all.
I'm also counselor.
Student conduct code. Our students are held accountable to the student conduct code at Bellevue College. It says in our student conduct, we prohibit students of cheating, plagiarizing, fighting, harassment, bullying, and other things. So more information about that you can find in our website. And please, we want to make sure that students can be suspended or dismissed from the college because of misconduct. We are very, very serious about this. Academic resources for the students, different resources on campus that Running Start students should know about. We have a fantastic academic success center that helps students, offer students a free tutoring and learning success for our college students. They provide resources for the student in person or virtual tutoring, writing, reading, math labs, workshops, and online resources. Please, when you get a chance, go online, check the website, or if you have any questions, send email to them. I used this fantastic resource years ago when I was a student, mainly the English support, and was amazing. So I recommend to any student to know about the Academic Success Center, especially for English and math support. The Disability Resource Center is another office that is very important for you to know. Running Start students with IEP or A04 plan at the high school may be eligible for accommodation at Bellevue College through the DRC, the Office of Disability. It's important that you meet, parents meet with the DRC office and learn about our accommodations, because in high school, could be a little bit different from the college accommodation. To receive accommodations at Bellevue College, a student must be arranged through the DRC and have the updated form each quarter. So be proactive. Don't leave for the last minute to have your forms and your connection with the disability office if you need. More information about that you also can find in our website. If you have any questions, please contact directly the Office of Disability. The Placement and Testing Center, it's another great resources, and basically our students will need at some point to have placement for courses. Placement is necessary to enroll in classes such as English, math, and many sciences courses that need a prerequisite. Various ways for you to complete the placement. You can use the high school unofficial transcript. You can take the placement test, could be on campus or online, AP test scores, or Smarter Balance test scores. You can go online and see more information, understand how can, maybe you have a transcript, how can you upload the transcript in our website and more information. Maybe you want to do an assessment online so you can see all the information there. It's pretty simple. Running Start Advising in Educational Planning. Your high school counselor or high school designated representative are the two people that can advise you on the college classes that will meet your high school graduation requirements. Make sure you have contact to schedule an appointment with your high school counselor. Get everything ready for college. Bellevue College has two advisors for Running Start. Running Start students should meet with the Running Start college advisors for Bellevue College and Running Start related topics, issues, college request, understanding the Running Start policies, have an educational plan for the purpose of earning college degree, help understand the associate's transfer degree requirements, help to explore classes to become program major ready. So any questions, any things that are related to college, our advisors will be able to help students. Before meeting with one of our advisors for educational planning, students must meet the high school counselor to confirm the remaining coursework that they need for their graduation and obtain the district course equivalence worksheet to determine which courses the BC will fulfill for those requirements. Completed or participating of the second quarter of classes. So when you come to us, you know already what you need, which courses you need to start your college quarter courses. So Running Start Advising is available via email, phone calls, or video meetings. And it's easy, accessible. If you go in our website, you can schedule appointments with our advisors. But again, this is later. It's after you have everything set up with your high school counselor. Running Start students' priorities. The goal of our program is to make sure students complete the high school graduation requirements. Then be program ready, major ready. It would be great if students already know what they want to do, right? Completing the associate transfer degree if the time allows. So with that, we want to make sure the students understand, parents understand that Running Start is not totally free. Running Start covers the tuition for the approved number of credits determined by high school on their enrollment verification form, 100 level plus level courses. Normally college is 100 to 100 level courses. So Running Start is going to cover general education courses, 100 level, and 200 level courses that is more related to a college, or if a student wants to transfer to a specific university, a program, it's a core classes, 200 level. Running Start students are responsible for classes fees and students' fees, as well as any books or materials required by their classes. Running Start students are responsible for tuition if students enroll below 100 level courses. Students will need to pay. Enroll more credits than approved by the high school counselor on their enrollment verification form. And the students is then responsible for the tuition for the credits that are not approved in a Running Start enrollment form. We have the Running Start fee waiver petition form. This is available for the students and for students that applies for free reduced price lunch, 10th benefit recipient, foster youth, Medicaid recipient, basic food recipient, and other state and federal supported programs. Fee waiver doesn't cover courses, doesn't cover 100 level courses enrolled in more credits than approved, or digital material fees and other consumable fees. The fee waiver petition form is available in our website. You can see if you have questions. You also can send us email. There are required documentation that you need to send to us. Please do this before the quarter begins. If you need that, we have more information, and make sure you provide all the information before the quarter starts. Payment due dates. We have an important academic calendar in our website, and also it's available in a CTC. It's the dashboard available for the students when they become students at the Bellevue College. So they can see the academic calendar, financial, all the due dates, what they need to pay. All the information is online and it's available for the students. So students' responsibilities charged in their account it's easy for them to see every quarter in student financials. They can do the payment by due date. And all the enrolled classes, we want to make sure they know, that all enrolled classes, if the payment is not made by the date, we drop, the system automatically drop the classes. So this is very, very, we send email with this information, we tell students all the time, because it's a terrible thing when students expect to start the quarter, and then because they forgot to pay, then the system dropped the classes. So make sure this is very, very, you need to be proactive on that. In college doesn't pay or doesn't, the college does no email invoice for the students because everything is online. It's a student's responsibility to check those things, right? So Running Start enrollment, a new Running Start enrollment verification form is needed every quarter. So sorry, something happened. So we have the student enrollment, Running Start enrollment form that is necessary every quarter. So every quarter, students will need to meet the counselor and have the enrollment form signed by the high school, signed by parent, and signed by student. So it's required every quarter. Please be proactive in getting the enrollment form for us. So we are using the 2024-2025 Running Start verification form for fall, winter, and spring. Summer quarter is a different enrollment form, and you will be able to see in a little bit. We have both forms for you to see. This form must be filled out completely and correctly with the required signatures for us to process. The Running Start enrollment form indicates how many college credits a student is approved by high school, by the district. Students need to keep a copy of the Running Start enrollment form in case our office asks students to resubmit the form. And we accept the form. You can upload, send us online by mail, and stay with a copy with you, original with you. Summer quarter. Starting summer quarter 2024, students can participate in the Running Start program if they meet the approved criteria and complete all the college and programs deadlines. If you are considering to take classes starting this summer 2024, then please complete the state college application. You need to have your student ID as a college student, and the Running Start intent form to participate this summer quarter. If you start classes summer quarter, then you need to submit the Running Start enrollment form for the summer quarter. Please note, if you are taking classes for fall quarter, you will need to submit a separate Running Start verification form for fall quarter. There is a limit of a number of college credits that will be funded for summer quarter and fall quarter. Please discuss the number of approved credits with your high school counselor, okay? This is the enrollment form for summer quarter. You can see the session 1, it's student information. Please write all the information that is regarding to the student. The second session, the high school counselor needs to approve the number of credits, sign, and all the other information that will be necessary. Sometimes the high school counselor already writes the classes that they want students to take, other information that will be important there in comments. And the session 3, it's parent, guardian. signatures that you need to date and send to us. All the signatures are required. Make sure you have everything completed by student, by Running Start, counselor, and parent. If a student is 18 or over, a student can sign. Parent is not required to sign. So please make sure you don't spend a lot of time sending to us and you send the Running Start form back to you because it's missing a signature or number of credits or student grade level. We don't have way to see and put in a system if you don't send us an updated form with all the information that we need. And this one is the fall, winter, and spring quarter Running Start enrollment verification form. It's different, but you can see all the sessions looks the same. We need the session 1, we need student information needs to be completed. Session 2 will be high school counselor with all the number of FTEs, credits in accordance with the table that we have in the right. Make sure the number of credits is what you authorize. Make sure you don't forget which quarter is that, which school, high school name, information that it's important for us to put in a system, right? Sign the form, put the date, and then parent needs to sign, any student needs to sign. Session 3, parent, guardian, and student signatures. As soon as you complete the form, please send to us. Okay, so we can process and send email back to you that you'll be ready to register for classes. Then things that you need to reflect and consider before joining Running Start. You need to consider the benefits, the challenges, if you are okay, if you are good in managing your time, and reflect, is Running Start a good thing for me? So the benefits of Running Start, you need to consider that it's almost free college tuition. This is huge, right? Variety of the course selection, flexible schedule, students develop independence, self-advocacy, responsibility. It's a new social environment, and you have a diverse community, people from different ages, ethnicity, different areas of study connect, for example, in a specific English class, biology class, and you connect with other students. It's a plus. So opportunities to explore careers option through course selections, earn college credits and use towards a degree program, exposure to college experience. But it's fast-paced, it's rigorous academics. So reflect on those, and also in the challenges of the program. Tuition it's a problem for most of people, even class fees and books. So it's a rigorous, fast-paced academics. Are your kids ready for that? Have more responsibility, time management? Is your kid good in monitoring your high school graduation? And taking classes in the college in the morning and maybe high school in the afternoon, managing the workload of both schools. It's a new social environment, independence and responsibilities for your kid. We have FERPA, so it's a law, and you probably cannot, is not going to see any information from your kid if he or her don't authorize. So potential harm to your college and high school transcript if you're not able to do well in classes. Remember, we want to make sure students succeed and have a good GPA. It's very, very important. Course content not adjusted to meet high school level student, conflicting schedules with the college and high school activities. Students do not check the Bellevue College email. This is huge. We keep sending information for students all the time, every week. We tell them, hey, please don't forget to pay your fees. Please make sure you do this, that. And students, I don't know why they don't open the college email. This is a priority. As soon as you get your student ID, you are a college student, please make sure you see your email. College email is very important way for you to succeed in college. Students missing payment of the classes. So the classes drop and then they come to us and complain. And we send message, please don't forget that. So those are the things that you will need to verify. Are you ready for those challenges starting the program? As we mentioned before, time management is crucial for the students to be success in this program. Running Start students should understand the time commitment that they have in college when they enroll in classes at the college. So enrolling in 3 classes, 15 credits, it's about the same amount of time as a full-time job each week. So it will be 30, 45 hours of workload. 1 credit at Bellevue College is equal 1 hour of class plus 1 or 2 hours of homework study. 15 credits at Bellevue College, 3 courses, is going to be 15 hours of class plus 15 or 30 hours of homework studying. There are subjects that are more challenges for the students. There are others that are easier. So for those classes that are easier, they don't need to study the way that normally students need for math or something that is more challenging. But normally is what we have from our students. The students need to be ready to study a considerable amount of time to succeed in courses, right? Is Running Start right for you? Enrolling in the Running Start should be a decision made by students and their parents. When considering participation in Running Start, please reflect in those questions. Are you comfortable in a college level class with students of all ages? Can you be assertive and ask for help when you need it? Are you self-sufficient? Are you able to seek for resources on campus? Have you done well in your high school courses? Are you ready for the rigor of college level academics? How important are high school activities for you? Are you able to miss certain events if you have classes or exams at Bellevue College at the same time? So consider those things and then make a decision. Run Start is a great program, but it's not for everyone. And we are always available for you. We want you to succeed, and we'll be with you. We'll be communicating with you all the time. If you need anything, just connect with us by email or calling us. We'll be there. This is the important part. This is available, of course, in our website. It's pretty simple and easy. When you go to Bellevue College website, search for Running Start, you see as a prospective student, you see how to apply all the steps and continue students as well. It's very simple and easy. How to apply to the program. So the first thing that you need to do is to follow the steps. Step 1 is complete the college admission application. When you go in our website, when prompted, select first year. Do not select Running Start. Do not select transitional studies. So select your first year college student, okay? Then you are going to have the step 2. The step 2 is to complete the intent. You want to be a Running Start student. In the step 2, you need to confirm that you want to be a Running Start. It's the way for us to code you in our program. So you complete the Running Start intent form in step 2. Step 3, read the next steps. Email we send you. So after you complete the state application and the Running Start intent to participate in Running Start for our program, expect an email from Bellevue College Enrollment Services. They are going to send your CTC student number. Expect a separate email from our office later time. It takes some time. So with the Running Start program admission instructions, it's the same that we have in our website, but we are going to remind you to do the rest of the admission steps. Your goal is to complete all the Running Start admission steps. It's important that after that, you meet with your high school counselor to complete the form, the Running Start enrollment form for the quarter you want to start. You might don't want summer, you want fall. So the deadline for fall is September 6th. Make sure you connect with your high school before the break and get all the paperwork ready for us. Save time so you can have your classes and everything on time. When you apply for register for a specific course, you have your seat. The class is not full, and you can have better registration for the quarter you want to start. So summer quarter deadline, I remind you, is June 10. Everything needs to be ready in June, before June 10, for you to have to start your summer quarter. Summer quarter starts in July 1st and ends in August 15. Basically, it's 8 weeks. It's very intense. Are your kids ready for a summer quarter starting college? The deadline for fall, I mentioned, is September 6th. Everything needs to be done by September 6th. So classes for fall starts in September 23rd and ends in December 12th. So deadline requirements include steps 1 and 3 listed in the top of submission of completed and signed Running Start enrollment form. That is the step 4. So please check our website. It's very easy for you to understand what you need to do and the updates and everything, including more information session if you want to go on in our campus and have a face-to-face information session, visit areas in our campus, do a tour and things like that. So expect 2 emails. As we mentioned, the student will receive a college acceptance letter emailed by the BC Enrollment Services with the state SBCTC application has been processed by Student Central. So the number, the student ID number, CTC link ID, it will be included in this letter. Follow the instructions to email to activate your CTC student account. When the student receives that, she'll be able to activate the CTC student account and create the BC account, college email. So students start feeling as a college student that time. The student will receive an email from Center the High School Programs with the summer quarter Running Start program admission steps to complete the required running start admission process, and or from running start new student Bellevue
Maria Paula,
call. Yes.
can you hear me? I need to interrupt you. So I know, is this the second to the last slide? I apologize.
Oh. Okay.
Can you go to the next slide? I think it's the last slide. Yes. No, one more.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I need to stop you right here because they're running out of time. Their
Okay,
meeting's over at
okay.
1:25. So I'm going to interrupt real quickly with just a couple of things. If you have questions regarding this slideshow for fall quarter, you're going to want to email us at runningstartnewstudent@bellevuecollege.edu. Or for summer quarter, you will email us at runningstartsummer@bellevuecollege.edu. And then also I was going to try to put in the chat, but I will send this to the counselor and have her add this to your recording, this information about contacting us. Also, the college does have several upcoming Running Start information sessions that you and a parent are more than welcome to come to. It's important that you do have a parent come to one of these because Running Start is definitely a family decision. We want to thank you so much for joining us today. And again, I'm going to email that information to your counselor. She will make sure that it's added to your the presentation or to update you on what's happening, along with the links to check for our information sessions. Maria Paula, do you have anything that you need to say real quick? Because we've got
No, that's it. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I didn't check the chat.
No, it's
No,
okay. No
that's-
worries.
And
No
thank you both so much. We so appreciate you coming, and we'll also be presenting some information to the students. So we appreciate you taking the time today.
Sure.
Thank you
Thank you
so
everyone
much.
for joining us.
Thank
It's been
you.
our
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you.